Hello, this is Malorian, and this will be a 25-point game of my Bethany against Butcher. So even though I played plenty of games for the league, there's a few other guys that need to get up to their 3 games for the month, so got in a couple more here. This first one here, 25 points, it's going to be my Bethany, and I got my Black Frost Shard, Hex Hunters, a Scythian, Belphegor, Bethany in the back, and Min Raptors. And I gotta say, I love this build. I wish I would have figured out this build, 2 months ago. But anyway, the opponent I'm up against, he has a Destroyer, he has Butcher, he has his Man of Wars, and then he has these Pikemen that I've never faced off against before. So we got an incursion here, so one of these little flags will disappear. But really looking at this, I really know that my Eruption of Spine should just destroy those pikemen, and then hopefully through my feet I can really mess up his Man of Wars and his Destroyer, and then after that it's just kind of trying to pull out Butcher wherever he is. So I think I got a big advantage here, but we'll see how it goes. So he has first turn, everything's just running up. My first turn, just really putting Ashen Veil up on my Hex Hunters, the Animus of the Belphegor, and this is where you realize that, if I get Belphegor over to that right flag, or any flag really, his infantrymen, his pikemen just aren't going anywhere. But yeah, at this point just setting up, I made my Black Frost Shard have stealth, and looking back I probably should have ran them to get a little bit more distance, but either way I'm feeling pretty solid. So, the flag that disappeared was the left one. He really just kind of rushed up with the pikemen on the right. He had planned to put them in a shield wall, but because they ran, they weren't able to. Moved up with his Man of Wars, moved up with Butcher and his Destroyer, and he tried hitting my Hex Hunters with, of course, the Destroyer shot and with the Butcher's Obliteration, and he really did nothing. He just had scatters and then failures to kill anything, and just some pretty bad luck here. But, now I think I got a really good counter here because I'll be able to get those pikemen very well. And then, of course, it looks like I could even go for Butcher if I wanted to. And yeah, at the end of my turn too, it was harsh. My double Eruption of Spines into the pikemen killed off, geez, I think all but 3 of them. My Raptors went in, just able to pick off another one and then tie them up. Unfortunately, my Black Frost Shard was too far back, but with their shots, they did some damage on the one Destroyer there. Also stationaried it. Of course, this is my feet turn. And then otherwise, with my other things moving up, I only killed one of the Man of Wars, but I then did some shooting into Butcher, doing some damage to him, and also messed up his Juggernaut a little bit more. So I think his gun's destroyed now, but yeah, I'm just in fantastic position, and if he's not very careful, my Scythian's in a spot where I could be jumping Butcher. His turn 3, his Obliteration does a lot better. I lose half my Hex Hunters to all the attacks. Of course, it really helped having that Ashen Veil up. It really cut down on the damage that he did to me from regular attacks. And then on the right, he almost killed one of my Raptors, but was left with 1 hit point left. So my turn 3, I risk a free strike, pull back my Hex Hunters, shoot into Butcher, do a little bit of damage, but then the main thing is just the Scythian that goes in, and then it's over. So victory to Bethany, and I want to say right off the bat that don't be too harsh on this opponent because he is fairly new to the game. This might be his 6th game ever type thing. So, he's still learning, but I think the big thing to take from this one is, man, I'm just really loving this 25-point list. I'm really starting to, well, even more. I always like Bethany, but just the different tricks that she has, where if I'm up against a bunch of infantry, the Eruption of Spines just destroys them. The Gallows is great. The Ashen Veil on the Hex Hunters here, and it's just, I'm just really loving her. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.